My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. I have worked at IRS for a long decade. It felt like 100 years, but it was 10 years. I've been in private practice for 42 years, much shorter. I've been on all the major news stations. Just go to my website at 777irs.com and you can learn about me there. These are not infomercials about myself. I try to give you information. I want to tell you the collection due process availability to you is your best friend when you go ahead and have an IRS case. Now, you can't file a collection due process at any time. I want to tell you, just teach you a little. I'll be out of here in 4 minutes. You know everything you need to know. So IRS sends you a series of letters, LT14, CP501, CP503, CP504. The language is getting rougher, runner. They're rougher. They're going to send Vito and Tito out to beat you up with the baseball bat with Danny DeVito. Anyway, when you go ahead and get the 1058 letter and the LT11 number, it's showtime, it's game time. IRS has sent you all the letters, and now they're set to take action. The Gambino brothers are in their car, they're ready to take off. The only thing that stops them is when you get the LT11 and the 1058. When you can file a collection due process, it stops IRS completely. And what it does is it takes the case, freezes the case, and then it goes to the Independent Office of Appeals. You say, what's the Independent Office of Appeals? Well, they're a group of IRS agents that are now independent. Even though they work for IRS, they're independent of IRS. They work kind of on their own to work out what's in the best equity interest of both the taxpayer and the federal government. So they have to act, and they do. They act very independently. So it freezes the case and brings the case over to them. You can work any case you want. The withholding of a federal tax lien, withholding of a levy. IRS can do whatever they want at that point. It all depends how that draft or that letter that goes with the 1058 and the LT11, the collection due process, how that's framed. So what you want to do at that time is you want to find out what is an exit strategy for you. You're saying, well, what's an exit strategy? Well, it simply means, what are you going to do with the case? So anytime someone calls me, the first thing I have to do is figuring, how are we going to settle this case? How's this case going to end? So what do? Well, I got to make sure all returns are filed, you're current with your taxes, estimate payments, get them up to date. And then I immediately take a financial statement. That financial statement lets me know whether you go into an uncollectible, a payment agreement, or you can go ahead and file for an offer. So I'm posturing the case to go ahead and close the case with your best benefit. But to do that, you do need to, I asked for that IRS financial statement that you're going to give them so I can see it first before it goes to them. But that collection due process is your get out of jail free card, because you're off. Your case now goes to somebody who's more loving, more kind, and usually makes a much better decision than anybody else because they're experienced and they need to close the case. So if you've received this 1058 or LT11 and you need to stop IRS and put them at bay for a while. I work larger cases. You may want to give me a call. I'm an expert in these matters. I await your call. Give me a subscription. But remember, whether you're going to use me or do this yourself, it is your best friend. Make sure it goes out timely. Thank you.